Hello friends, very good evening to everybody. I am Namita, your friend. Friends, as you know, today we started Perspective in Child Development, paper-2. Friends, this paper is very important because in OTET, in CTT, questions are coming from this paper. So you need to prepare well for this paper. And in afternoon class, we studied Piaget's cognitive development theory. If someone missed that video, you can see my description box. All videos are available there. And friends, any doubts are there, you can ask me in the comment box. If you want to suggest me something, you can suggest me in the comment box. Okay, and you subscribe me to watch more videos. And let's see the second theory, what is there. Friends, the second theory is a theory of psychosexual development theory proposed by Freud, Sigmund Freud. His time period, he born on 1856 and died in 1939. He belongs to Australia. He was a neurologist, he was a psychotherapist. Okay, so Sigmund Freud was the founding father of psychoanalysis. So what do you mean by psychoanalysis? Psychoanalysis means a method for treating mental illness. Okay, for treating mental illness, and a theory which explains about the human behavior. So psychoanalysis means treating the mental illness and to understand and explain the human behavior. Okay, and friends, I will tell you one thing first. See, Freud divided personality into three parts: ID, or you can say id, ego and superego. Okay, personality into three parts, and he divide mind also in three parts: unconscious, subconscious and conscious mind. Conscious mind, unconscious mind and subconscious mind. I hope you understood what do you mean by conscious, unconscious. Okay, and now see what Freud said. So Freud believed that the personality is determined by primitive conflicts of sex and unconscious of human behavior. Friends, what Freud said, he said we will determine the personality of a child by the primitive conflicts of sex. Sex means, male, female. So some qualities are differ from male to female. So we can determine by the sex or unconscious of human behavior. By seeing the behavior and by seeing the sex, we will determine the personality. Okay. Now, Freud's psychoanalytic theory of personality argues that human behavior is the result of the interactions among three component parts. What are that? ID, ego and superego. Friends, what he said, psychoanalytic theory, what is saying, the human behavior results, how the human behavior will come by interactions between three components, and that three components are ID, ego and superego. Already I said Freud divided the personality into three parts. Yes or no? So let's see what is ego and superego one by one. Now, ID is the first and oldest part of our personality. We born with ID. Okay, so with a newborn baby also we can see ID. It is unconscious. And amoral. Moral nature. So it is amoral of our personality. So because this is unconscious mind, unconscious part of our personality, ID unable to understand right, wrong, good or bad. Friends, for example, I will tell you in Hindi. Friends, छोटे बच्चे होते हैं ना, वो क्या बोलते हैं, मुझे चॉकलेट चाहिए मतलब चाहिए. अभी बोलेगा मम्मा मुझे वो वाला कार चाहिए, तो दे विल डोंट थिंक अबाउट अभी वो मम्मा दे पाएगी नहीं दे पाएगी, वो रोने लगेंगे। अभी उनको चाहिए मतलब चाहिए, अब जब तक नहीं दोगे वो तब तक रोने लगेंगे। सो इट इज अनकॉन्शियस एंड एमोरल। बच्चों को मोरल एमोरल गुड बैड वो सब तो कुछ नहीं पता होता है ना, बस उनको चाहिए होता है। अब जब उनको दे दोगे वो रोना बंद कर देंगे, है कि नहीं। नाउ ईगो. Ego is the second part of personality. It is conscious, friends. Remember, ID is unconscious and ego is conscious. Rational, logical, and ego works on principle of reality. Friends, id hum pada, id is unconscious and amoral. They don't understand right, wrong, but ego is conscious by knowing they will do. They will apply their logical decision making. So it is principle of reality. So what is it? See friends, अभी देखो आईडी में क्या बोला, बच्चा रोएगा जब तक उसको नहीं दोगे वो रोएगा मतलब रोएगा, ठीक है। ईगो में क्या होता है, उसे चाहिए मतलब वो थोड़ा थिंक करेगा, अभी दे सकते हैं या नहीं दे सकते, ठीक है। अभी देखो आईडी बोलेगा कि तू जैसे भी करके मुझे ला के देना, अभी चुरा के भी ला के देना, बट ईगो सोचेगा कि चुराना अच्छा काम नहीं है, चुराने से पनिशमेंट मिलेगा, चुराने से इंसल्ट होना पड़ेगा, अभी कोई देख लेगा तो दिस इज प्रिंसिपल ऑफ रियलिटी, ही वर्क्स ऑन रियलिटी, उसे रियलिटी पता है, ठीक है, क्या होगा क्या नहीं होगा। नाउ सुपर ईगो, third and the last part we can see in early childhood and later childhood also you can see superego. It is moralistic and idealistic principle. I say this is principle of reality, and id is what, amoral, but this is moralistic idealistic principle. They will thought about what is right, what is wrong, what is good and what is bad. Okay फ्रेंड्स, फॉर एग्जाम्पल आईडी और सुपर ईगो के बीच में क्या होगा, कन्फ्लिक्ट होगा। वो कैसे, देखो आईडी बोलेगा मुझे चाहिए तो कैसे भी करके मुझे देना, तो सुपर ईगो बोलेगा कि नहीं, दिस इज नॉट गुड, दिस इज नॉट मोरल, चुराना ठीक नहीं है। तो ईगो क्या करेगा, इन दोनों को बीच में, इन दोनों को ईगो क्या करेगा, ईगो क्या करेगा, संभालना बोलते हैं, ठीक है। लाइक तो ये बोलेगा तो ठीक है चुराना नहीं है तो कैसे करना है, हाउ आई विल गेट, ही विल थॉट, ओके। सो नाउ सिगमंड फ्राइड डिविजन ऑफ माइंड, सो टोपोग्राफिक एस्पेक्ट एंड डायनामिक एस्पेक्ट. So what is topographic aspect? Topographic, conscious, subconscious and unconscious. Dynamic aspect, in a dynamic aspect what will come, ID, ego and superego, ठीक है। Now conscious means you know aware of mental process. Subconscious means in certain time the mental process will not conscious, okay, sometimes it is not conscious, that's why it is subconscious. Unconscious means unaware of the mental process. Now id is instinct and inner desire, instinct, immediately they want it immediately. Ego will thought for the reality because it work on principle of reality. Super ego's principality is what, principle is morality. So friends, this is immediate, this is reality, this is morality. Super ego has two parts, conscience and ego ideal. So what do you mean by conscience and ego ideal? Conscience means, friends, if you will do something wrong, so you will get punishment for that, you will punishment for that bad or wrong thing, then you will know what not to do, what should not to do, क्या नहीं करना चाहिए आपको पता चल जाएगा. ego idealistic. If you will do good thing, you will praise, you will get reward for that good thing, you feel for your good behavior. For the what you will know, you will know what to do, क्या करना चाहिए, कौन सा काम अच्छा है आपको इसमें पता चलेगा. ठीक है, इसमें क्या नहीं करना चाहिए. आफ्टर पनिशमेंट यू विल गेट टू नो. Okay, so here I will stop the second theory. I hope you understood. If any doubts are there, you can ask me in the comment box. Okay, and friends, don't forget to like and subscribe me. एक like and subscribe तो बनता है ना friends. And thank you so much for watching my video.